Almost 2 years ago, a man that I've been seeing for over 20 years came to me and said that his tumor in his bladder was causing him some difficulty with urination. And I said, why don't you let us work with you so that we can get rid of that tumor and you'll stop having that problem? He said that was okay. The surgeon told him that if it got bigger, that he could always remove that and then the urination would be normal. And I said, that's not how it works. Cutting a tumor out doesn't stop the process of what was growing inside you. When I said that you needed to change your diet and take lots of supplements to stop fighting things in your body, he really wasn't interested, and he said his wife wouldn't approve, so he didn't do it. And that was in the winter, a little less than 2 years ago now. By 14 months ago, he got up one morning, went in to pee, and nothing came out, but yet he felt like he was going to burst, full of pee. So he went into the emergency room, they catheterized him and drained pee out, and they had difficulty getting the catheter to work initially. They had to put it up even higher, and it turned out that his tumor had grown so large that it was 80 to 90% blocking all of the space in his bladder. So after they drained out like 2 liters of water, of course he felt a lot better, but that meant that his bladder was full of tumor and he was going to have to pee frequently, and it didn't come out easily. They said, well, clearly it's time for you to have surgery. And then when they scanned him, they found out that his prostate was full of cancer and that the tissues in between, you could call it meat, the different muscles and stuff, were cancerous as well. And they told him that if they got all of that out of there and if they did chemo and radiation, that he could probably survive for 2 or 3 years, maybe even 5 years. But that the overall outlook for someone with that extensive a growth of tumors in that urogenital area, that was really bad. But then he decided, thinking about how I had talked about things almost a year before. So I went to him and explained that it was time to go ahead and to do the radical thing of changing your diet and taking nutritional supplement. What did I recommend? Well, this is all stuff I have to save for member. But what I did is I helped him change what he ate. I gave him nutritional supplements that are designed to kill parasites, yeast, fungus, absorb heavy metals. And when we did those things on him for 6 weeks, he went back to Sloan Kettering, and they said when they did all of their hotspot scan and all the blood tests and things, that they could find no detectable trace of any cancer. Well, he's continued on, so now he's been clear of cancer for 11 months, and he's been able to resume long-distance running, which has always been his preferred activity. So the idea here is that he did stuff that we aren't permitted to talk about. I can't put this information on the internet. They crashed the site. The FDA and FCC call that misinformation. I'm hoping that this will be visible elsewhere, but the kinds of techniques that we want to use are sound, and they're reproducible, and they really work, and you will see the improvements come by looking in your toilet and looking in the mirror and knowing how you feel. Your blood chemistries, which are not very useful lab tests most of the time, will show great improvement. Join our organization. That'll not only help us keep going, but it'll give you access to something that you won't be able to find any other way. Thank you.